So I'm sat here with Chris the Heat from Heerden back in South Africa again. Welcome back. What's this trip for? Is it just like a family trip?
Family trip, I haven't been home in about 4 years. Came to visit my dad's grave, came to see the family. It was really just time to come home and show the family I'm still alive.
Well, obviously your brother Don John's been here. He's been operating. He's won his last couple of fights. I mean, I saw you on social media. You met up with him. How's he doing?
You know what? I'm so happy to see my little brother. He's found his headspace. I saw he had 2 fights on ESPN. He's having another one apparently coming up in July, I believe. And I'm just happy to see him. He's got talent. He just needs to be dedicated. I had a big talk with him. I said, in this game you got to be dedicated. You got to be disciplined. And yeah, man. I mean, happy to see my little brother.
Yeah. And he's operating at middleweight now. I know he's also a big boy as well. Do you foresee him going there in the future as well?
Well, he better stay at middleweight. Again, if he's disciplined and dedicated, his weight shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I'm 147 since I started. I mean, he's middleweight now. He's fluctuating between super middle and middle. I want him to stay there. I told him. I said, you should stay at middleweight. He's a good size for a middleweight, so he should stay there.
For yourself personally, I know that we saw some social media clips of yourself and Tulz Mbenge actually earlier today shoving each other and getting each other's face. What's happening with that?
Hey, I just went to say hello to the boy. I went there to say hello, and it got a little heated. People asked me to stage. Nothing about that was staged. I don't like him and he doesn't like me. It's simple as that. And I what has he achieved? He won the IBO belt. Can I tell you this? I'm a former IBO champion. That belt means nothing. I went to the stage and realized that belt means nothing. At the end of the day, it's you look at a resume and you say you start respecting a guy against who did he fight. That's honestly, belt really means nothing compared to who you fought. Who has Mbenge fought? Who has he fought though? I don't know. He needs me, then I need him. I fought. People know my name now. I've been in the States for a couple of years now, and there's a reason I fought Enes. There's a reason I fought Spence. There's a reason I fought Ben, because I'm on the resume. But I said it. I think it's time I do a local fight back home. It's been a while. The local fans are giving me a lot of pressure. They're like, please, find someone that can put up the money, and I'll fight Mbenge. I'll show that. How old is Mbenge? I don't even know how old is he. Is he? Yeah, he's in his 30s as well. Okay, so hey, I like that fight. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't hate him, but I don't like him.
What did you guys actually come to saying? Like, I know that you guys came to pushing, but what was said?
Oh, well, he said, well, first he said, I need him. He said, why you? I said, I don't need you, because I don't need him. I came there to say good luck with his next fight. The moment he saw me, the moment I saw him, I could feel I was boiling. I know. There's a lot of dislike between us. I don't know why. I just don't. He gets under my skin, and I clearly get under his skin. So he was like, let's make the fight. He wants to fight. I want to fight. But the numbers has got to add up. I didn't go to America for 8 years just to come back home and fight for peanuts. I went to America, I risked my career, and I built up a name. And if you look at my last 2 fights and you look at the numbers of what I made, come on, at least offer me something so there's interest. And I believe we can make the fight happen. I believe there's money in this country to make the fight happen. I believe we can put 9,000 people in a seat. I truly do. So let's get it on.
Do you think he's a big risk for you? Is he a big fight, like in terms of can he beat you?
No, look, this is boxing, right? I didn't think Conor Ben could beat me. I didn't think he could beat me. After round 1, I was so confident in beating Conor Ben. Being my inactivity, I said a few rounds and I'll beat Conor. I didn't think he could beat me. I was so confident, and he beat me. 1 punch. This is boxing. 1 punch. I was buzzed. I was out of it. And the same goes in any opponent, fighting anybody. It's 1 punch. So could he beat me? Yes, he could. Can I beat him? Absolutely. It's boxing. But does he have the resume like my previous opponents? No. We all know. You give me a B-grade fighter. I've beaten them all. I've lost to the elite. I've lost to the top 10 in the world. So,
would you consider him a B-grade fighter?
What is that?
Tulani, would you consider him a B-grade fighter?
Yes, absolutely. He's not a world-class fighter. He's not a world-class beater. He's not. So I do rate him as a B-grade. Yeah.
And if you don't fight at home, do you have other options abroad?
Absolutely. My manager Peter Khan in America. We've been working on a few things. Like this is what people's got to understand. I'm 35 now. In boxing, that's towards the end of your career now. Okay, I can fight 2 or 3 times this year for a lousy couple of $1,000. It's not worth it, not more. I've made my name. I've been out there, so now it's just again wait for the right one, and it will come, and we're working on a few things.
The other name is Paul Kamanga, that was also in the welterweight pile. What do you think of him?
There's 2 names in this country I'll fight, only 2, Kamanga and Mbenge. Kamanga up there, we've been calling me out a long time now. Mbenge's been calling me out a long time now. I will fight either of those guys. I don't care. So I like Paul. I like Mbenge. So whoever puts me up the money, I've been contacted by a few people already to on Mbenge's side and Kamanga's side. I said, hey, whoever brings me the number, honestly, I don't need to say this. When it comes to the welterweight division, when it comes to Mbenge and Kamanga, I don't need them. I don't need them on my resume. I don't. They need me. So just pay me and I'll fight them.
And a lot of people were saying, well, why can't this fight happen outside of South Africa? But do you think there's enough interest from outside the country?
It could. I think it could. I think a fight with, when I go home now, I'm going to speak to my manager and see what we can do. But I think we could make that happen. But it's going to be a bigger fight in the country because we're local South Africans. It's going to be a bigger fight here because people's been calling for this fight for a while now, especially me and Mbenge. So I think it's going to do better locally than internationally because I think we can put seats, people in seats here.
Right, and obviously Thursday night's going to be your first experience of seeing ESPN Africa boxing. It's doing a big sort of revelation for the boxing in the country. Have you seen clips of your brother at the very least from what's happening here?
Absolutely, it makes you so happy. ESPN Africa brings back the days of blow-by-blow boxing. Remember blow-by-blow? So I think ESPN could be that. ESPN Africa could be the same, as, if not bigger, than blow-by-blow, and I hope to see that. So I'm excited to attend it. I'll be there and support the local boys and watch Mbenge fight as well. And my brother is doing well. I believe he's gonna have another one coming up soon. So I like it. I'm happy that the boys are getting a platform to fight on.
I mean, if you could pick a platform here to fight on, if you had to come back home, permanently, where do you think you'd go?
Cape Town. Cape Town. I mean, but I don't never say never. Yeah. But you got to put a gun against my head to come back to live here.
Really?
Because I've been in Los Angeles for 9 years now. I found my feet. I struggled there. I had a lot of hard times there. Stuff people don't know, people haven't seen, and I've survived. I really survived, and America's home now. And my heart will always be South African, but America's home now. Yeah.
You ever think you're going to write a book?
I've been approached by a couple of people now, and I think it's time I start a book because I've got some cool stories, I've got some amazing stories from being a local boy from Heerden to being trained by Freddie Rhodes to meeting the celebrities I've met, and the world stage in boxing. Like, definitely got to write a book.
We look forward to that one day, maybe in the future. Once you've called it a day in the future, but you still got how many years left in the sport?
Give and take, maybe 3 more years, 2-3 more years. I haven't taken any damage really over my years, and I've been inactive the last couple of years. Not meaning I've not been in a gym. I live in a gym. I'm a gym rat. So I haven't taken any damage physically. So I feel amazing. I still do. So maybe 2-3 more years.
And that's Conor McGregor thing never going to happen, huh?
I wish. That was again. That was. A lot of people miss the opportunity of success because they're afraid to take risks. It was a moment of taking a risk, and it blew up, and my name got out there, and I called him out. He had a lot to say about me, but that never happened. I wish that happened.
What would have happened?
In a boxing ring, I would have beaten him. In a boxing ring, I would have beaten him.
What did you think of his performance versus Mayweather?
I don't want to even get into that, but for what it was worth, it was cool. They Mayweather carried it well, and it was all about the numbers.
And then you got on the international scene, Canelo Golovkin. Who you got?
I'm a personal friend to Triple G now. I'm a personal friend. I went to his house. We're so good. So I love him, and I want him to win. Honestly, I do. But when you want to speak the truth, I think age has caught up with him, and I'm going with Canelo. but never say never. You know, that the last performance of Canelo dumb his confidence a little bit, maybe. So, but I also think he wants a lot. He wants to prove a lot in the Triple G fight because of that loss. So I'm gonna ride with Canelo, but I want Triple G to win.
All right, so I want to go back to you quickly. If you're leaving in a couple of weeks' time and the fight's no sort of materializer, like if it doesn't materialize that Tulz or Mbenge come to the, does that consider that the negotiations are over?
No. So I'm leaving in about 10 days. I'm gonna go back to the States. No, I mean that fight is on the table. So if it doesn't materialize now and whenever it should materialize, it could always happen. I think that fight could always happen. But I'm not putting my money on that fight to happen because I don't think someone is gonna put out the money, the value that I'm worth. I've been getting a few offers already this morning. People has named a few money options like, and I was like, look, okay. We can talk.
So you're in talks now, at the very least.
There's talks. I'm open to talking. I'm open to it.
Chris, well, let me not hold you too much longer. Anything you want to say to your South African fans?
Hey, local is lacquer. No, I'm just good to be back in South Africa for a little bit. I've been getting overwhelming support and love. I tell you, from everyone. I'm humbled because I thought, you know, when you go overseas, you think people forget about you and what you're trying to achieve. And I go over there and I want to inspire South Africans. I do it for my country. And it's easy to think that they will forget you. If anything, I've been getting more love this time than any time before. So thank you so much. I love you guys and keep supporting me. I'm doing this for the country.